The truth is not for everyone. If you slap your own ass, this is not for you. If you peek over urinals, this is not for you. It's not. If you listen to Dante's fat ass, big breast nation, this is not for you. Come on. Hit the like button for the landlord. Talk to me. Look, we just going to have some fun today. You know, I'm going to tell you a quick story. Ego, Dante, none of these guys, they'll never debate me. Nobody from the LDBC. I whooped Southpaw, garbage TV, boxing, cokehead. I whooped his ass so bad in our debate. I whooped his ass so bad in our debate. Literally, nobody will debate me. Nobody will debate me. Nobody will talk to me. Nobody will look in my direction. I've offered these guys challenges. Nobody will take the smoke. So I've had a lot of people asking me, why don't you debate this guy? Why don't you debate that? They don't want the smoke. Nobody will fight me. And then this one coward said, hey, I'll debate you. I was like, okay, let's get it going. Let's set it up. Let me body bag your sorry ass. Then he said, I just need to see your face. I need to see your face. So a stipulation of a debate is you need to see a grown man's face? How about I need to see your mom's asshole? Would that be right? Like, that's an unreasonable stipulation. If you want to debate the IBFP, send me a picture of your mom's asshole first. No, dumbass. This is a boxing debate. None of that has to do with talking boxing. These guys are cowards. I mean, be a man. Damn. Fudge your nuts. This doesn't make any sense. Come on now. But I digress. Let's talk to him. My brother JB says, does Oscar Valdez have a chance? Hell yes, Oscar Valdez has a chance. He can knock Shakur Stevenson smooth out if he catches him flush. The problem is not that, that he doesn't have the ability. It's, will he have the opportunity? That's what it's going to come down to. He can knock him out. I have no doubt. But will he be able to land that shot? That's going to be the question. Can he land the shot? And Shakur Stevenson, he's outlanded all of his opponents his entire career except for one round. It's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. It really is. It's going to be extremely difficult for him to land. But if Oscar Valdez lands, he could send Shakur Stevenson straight to hell. And that's no cap. And I think, Shakur Stevenson is probably the hardest guy to land on, extremely talented. It's going to be a problem. And if Oscar Valdez lands that shot, the boy then just became great. And that's what it is. That's what it is. It just became great. My brother, SSC, salute, family. I appreciate the love. My brother, Chin Smoke, Ricardo Martinez, salute. Look, that's all I'm saying. If he does it, IB Stroking says Josh Taylor is missing in action. I just heard today that Josh Taylor and Teofimo Lopez are discussing an undisputed fight at 140 pounds. That's what I just heard today. I just heard that. That's what I just heard. Shakur Stevenson is going to box. He's going to be smart, and Oscar Valdez is going to be up to him to push the action. That's what it's really going to be up to. Can he push the tempo? Can he push the action? Can he make something happen? You're absolutely right. Tomorrow's a great day for boxing. You get Shakur Stevenson, Oscar Valdez in a hell of a fight, and you get, Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. I'm actually pumped for that fight too. That's going to be freaking fantastic. I am excited. I'm pumped for that. I'm really pumped for that. This is going to be fantastic. I mean, hold on. What are we talking about? Demetrius Andre get dropped? But let me see. My brother George, the Last Patriot, says, I'll be in the Hall of Fame, but he's the top 10 all-time great. I'll tell you this about Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is an excellent fighter. He's number 1 or 2 in the division. And I'll tell you what, Tyson Fury is an elite fighter, great skills. Some people are saying he's the best fighter ever to fight in the heavyweight division. All of those people that think that Tyson Fury is the best ever heavyweight in the history of heavyweight boxing needs to put down the crack pipe. Put the crack pipe all the way down. He is no way in hell. This man is the best all-time greatest heavyweight. And his biggest wins that he's getting validation for is Dillian White and Deontay Wilder. And when people bring up the Vladimir Klitschko win, did you forget he popped dirty right before the fight? And there was no VADA testing for the fight? Let's keep it honest. My brother Alex Chavez says, supporting the channel from Yuma, Arizona. Let's keep that same energy. Salute to my brother Alex Chavez. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Michael, he states, how much do you think Oscar Valdez picked up learning wise, raising his boxing IQ, training at Canelo's gym? Oh, we've seen that when he fought Miguel Berchelt. And you know what's interesting is Canelo said, you know, the guy wants to give the fans a good fight. Sometimes you just need to fight the win instead of worrying about the audience. Sometimes you need to just focus on getting the victory. And in this fight, he needs to do any and everything possible to get the victory, because Shakur Stevenson is one hard man to hit. He is extremely hard to hit. That's what this is going to be. The guy is really, really difficult to get. Oh, okay. I got you. I got you, George. I got you. No worries. No worries. And you could make a case that Usyk is the best heavyweight. You could make a case for Fury. You could make a case for both. I can't hate on either. My brother says, Josh Taylor going to gas against Teofimo and get stopped late. If Teofimo can run that back, get undisputed at 140, big props to him. That's going to be a hell of a fight. The height and reach, in my opinion, is going to be interesting. I don't know if I can bet against Josh Taylor even after that lousy performance, but Teofimo's coming off a lousy performance too. So, I mean, there you have it. My brother Danny says Tyson Fury is not a top 10 all-time great heavyweight. If beating White is a marker, then you got to start talking about Povetkin in the same breath. That's facts. That is facts. I mean, and think about it. Half the people that are calling this man the best fighter ever was calling Dillian White trash literally before the fight. So if Dillian White is trash, if he's garbage, then why are you giving Tyson Fury all this credit for it? It doesn't make any sense. If he's that trash, why is he getting all the credit for the fight now? It doesn't make any sense to me. You know, these guys don't understand their face from their asshole. They're just back and forth with all their narratives. My brother Showtime says, men lie, women lie, but whoever ain't coming with that heat will lie down and go to sleep after that knockout. Shakur got it. My brother saying Shakur Stevenson, he could knock out Oscar Valdez. I wouldn't be surprised if the fight goes either way. I mean, both of these guys are top fighters, and whoever comes out of this fight victorious is going to be a great fighter right off the top and should go into the pound for pound ranking. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. I mean, and they don't even give AJ any credit for knocking out Dillian White. That was his first loss, and they don't give him any credit for it. They give him no credit. So, I mean, to go figure, make that make sense. Make that make sense. Salute to my brother Boxing Monster. Shout out to Oak Cliff, Texas in the building. And Jamal Charlo, look, Jamal Charlo fighting Selecki is unacceptable. Unacceptable. If you're sitting up here saying that Jamal Charlo fighting Selecki is a respectable fight, you need to turn around and slap your mama for giving birth to your dumb ass, because that fight is garbage. It is garbage. This guy is fighting another Paletero and you're applauding it. You are a fanboy if you support that whack-ass fight. And that's just the truth of the matter. That's just the facts of the matter. Nobody want to see that trash. Come on now. Salute to my brother Raul. I appreciate the love and support, my brother. And if you got any questions for me, you got anything, drop it in the chat. It's all good. It's all good. Salute to my brother Miguel Mojica. Come on now. Salute to my brother Chin Smoke. Now the Southpaw don't want it. The next time at Southpaw, how many Ecuadorian boxing champions are there next to Mexican, Puerto Rican boxing? I noticed he downs all Latino boxers. And I figured out what Southpaw's game is. Southpaw game is he's a professional hater. He's a professional hater. So what that means is he's going to hate on all Latinos for money. He's pandering to the same fan base that you got Ego, Dante, Akai, the LDBC. All these guys admit they're racist. He's pandering to a fan base to get money off of dumbasses. That's all he's doing. That's all he's doing. You can't respect his boxing knowledge, and I don't think he'll ever find the nuts to step up here and debate me again. That's just facts. My brother states, what's your prediction for the Canelo Bivol fight? I got Canelo winning. I think it's going to be a very difficult fight early, but I think Canelo wears him down, breaks him down, hurts him late, but it ultimately goes to a decision. I think Bivol is not going to get knocked out, but he could. You never know. But I think it will go to a decision. I think Canelo Alvarez will win, but I also think that he might hurt Bivol late in the fight. I could see it. I just don't know. You know, Canelo Alvarez is such a great fighter, and he figures things out throughout the fight. He downloads information. He makes adjustments, and he beats Bivol in so many different categories. I think it's a difficult fight because Bivol's an excellent fighter. And look, a lot of people don't give Canelo credit for that fight, which just don't make sense to me. This guy's fighting a dangerous-ass fighter. This is a legacy fight. Why is nobody talking and giving Canelo credit for this fight? They're sitting up here with their head up these other guys' ass, but want to hate on Canelo Alvarez for taking a dangerous fight. It's okay for Jamal Charlo to fight Selecki. It's okay for Tank Davis to fight, you know, my local Politero. But for Canelo Alvarez to fight in a legacy fight at 175 pounds against a guy in a weight class he does not even belong, and nobody even gives a damn. That doesn't make sense to me. These fanboys have lost their mind. They don't respect greatness. My brother says, what do you think about Canelo 3 fight? Possibly John Ryder. That's a trash fight. That's not a fight that everybody wants, but he's a mandatory for the WBA. So it would make sense why he would take the fight. And then what kind of fight do you expect him to take? The guy's been fighting in a third fight in a year. You want to take another dangerous fight? It doesn't make sense. Slap yourself for being stupid. I be stroking. My brother says Zepeda wants all the smoke. Salute, family. Much love. If you see I be stroking, again, he been at Southpaw Mama's house all night long. My brother Boxing Monster says Shakur Stevenson is the new Rican over Valdez, 12-round unanimous decision. I could see it. And I've seen some people mad that Shakur Stevenson embraces his Puerto Rican heritage, his Puerto Rican side. There are a lot of people are mad about that. There's nothing wrong with being proud of who you are, where you come from. I don't understand these fanboys. They're pushing narratives. That's all they're doing. That's all they're doing. He says, salute, Selecki is pound for pound number 1. Oh, my God. My brother says, White versus Wilder for the WBC vacant belt. Who you got? I mean, that's a toss-up. Both of them look like garbage. Deontay Wilder's been knocked out twice in a row now. 2 times in a row he's been knocked out. I don't know if he'll ever be the same. And Dillian White gets slept by the same uppercut every damn fight. That fight, either guy could win. I mean, it really don't matter because whoever wins that fight is food for a guy like Usyk. Anyway, so it really don't matter in my opinion. Who wins? Demetrius Andre or the Island Boys? I think Andrade wins, but he gets dropped in the process. He gets dropped in the process, but I think he wins. This guy said, you will always fear Southpaw. So somebody named Rashid Johnson, whoever Rashid Johnson, everybody, stop what you're doing. Turn your attention to this fat ass in the front of your screen. His name is Rashid Johnson, and he states that you will always fear Southpaw. This is what he's saying. He's saying the landlord will always fear Southpaw. You know what, Rashid Johnson? And you will always fear a salad. You will always fear a diet. You will always fear a calorie deficit. You will always fear exercise. You will fear jumping jacks, a treadmill, sit-ups. You fat ass. What are you talking about fear? You know what fear looks like because your fat ass is scared of losing any damn weight. That's what you fear. I mean, come on, these guys sitting up here. Imagine being a guy proud to hold Southpaw's nuts. What kind of man are you? My brother Danny states Southpaw is using racism narrative to appeal to the black fan base and anyone who's too scared to disagree in fear of being called a racist. Look, what I'm going to say is People are going to call you what they're calling you, but if you base things on facts, facts don't lie. At the end of the day, there's great fighters, no matter where they come from or what they look like. Greatness has no color. It has no color. Anybody can be great. Anybody. Southpaw, you're absolutely right. He's pandering to morons, hoping to get money. That's all he's doing. That's all he's doing. That's all he's doing. Southpaw is trash. The guy is trash. My brother Junior Moreno says, salute, got to pick Valdez, Nuke, keep busting them hater cheeks. Hey, man, they don't want it. They don't want it. They don't want it. And hold on, my brother. Rasheed Johnson says, pull up to Atlanta. You pull up to a gym, you fat ass. I mean, how's the guy going to say pull up to Atlanta? You need to pull up to a gym. That's what you need to do. You pull up to a gym first. I'll meet you at the gym. You pull up to a gym. If you want to get on here and talk that talk with the landlord, please feel free. I will drop the link. I will drop the link and humiliate you in front of everybody. So just letting you know, if you want that smoke, you can get it. That's what I'm saying. And if you talking about pull up to a gym, you fat ass. Come on now. My brother states, Southpaw, come to Dallas and spar me. And if you beat me, I'll give you $1,000. It will be live on the IBFP. If you're reading this, make it happen, IBFP. So I'm going to tell you what. I will be in Dallas. Southpaw, you come to Dallas. I will be in Dallas. I will tape everything. I will be there live personally. You can see me face to face. I will go live. I will show everybody who I am. If you show up to Dallas and spar my brother, I'll tape it all live and you can get it. But I bet you one thing, your mouth will be on lock when you see me in person. Because I'm not like none of these crackheads you've been sparring. Let's just be honest and unbiased. I'm not like none of these crackheads you've been sparring. And I've just been seeing lately, you've been getting your ass kicked by everybody on the internet. So I'm sure you don't want it. My brother states they're too focused on Bivol being Russian to care. That's the problem with these guys. They're too biased. Doesn't matter where he comes from. He's an excellent fighter, and he literally put a foot in the ass of Benavidez, Charlo, Andrade, but they'll never admit it. They'll never talk about it. Come on now. My brother says, Nuke, can you slam Tyson Fury for taking shots about Usyk yet don't want to fight him? How are you talking trash about somebody, but you won't find your nuts to get in the ring and fight him? That, to me, that don't make any sense. You just keep talking about it, guy. And Fury has already said a million times he don't want to fight Usyk. He don't want to fight. I've been telling you guys this for a year. People thought I was a hater. You're this, you're that. Ain't nobody a hater. That's just the truth. That's just the truth. That's just the truth. Hold on. My brother, Abby Struggle says, Rasheed Cheesecake Johnson. Rasheed Cheesecake Johnson, come on down with your fat ass. Rasheed Cheesecake Johnson. Let me find out Rasheed Cheesecake Johnson is Dante Cheeseburger Nation's brother. That's probably his fucking brother. And he's sitting up here trying to defend a grown-ass man. Rasheed Cheesecake Johnson. These guys right here don't make any sense. These guys don't make any sense. This boy's scared of a diet, scared of a salad. Are you scared of a salad, man? Come on now. Oh, my God. Rasheed, you need to fear diabetes. You need to fear high blood pressure, high cholesterol. You need to fear all of that. That's what you need to fear. You seem fearless when it comes to food. Come on, man. Rasheed Cheesecake Johnson. He fears a healthy diet. Oh, my God. There's only one LDBC killer, and you're looking at him. Anybody from the LDBC has an open invitation to get up here and get the smoke anytime they want. They can get embarrassed. They can push their racial narrative, and I'll body bag their sorry ass on live just for the entertainment of everybody else. That's all it is. Because these guys, most of these guys is trash anyway. They don't speak facts. They all in their feelings. You know what it is. You know what it is. My brother says, do you know if Canelo is taking on Triple G after Bivol? Yes, sir. Canelo Alvarez is fighting Dimitri Bivol. Then he's fighting Triple G because Triple G won. It's in the contract. And that's as far as his contractual obligations go at this moment. South Crack 773 TV says, are you a Canelo Alvarez fan? And you know what's funny about that is I've heard a lot of people tell me, are you a Canelo fan? You must be a Canelo fan. And the interesting thing about that is I am a fan of greatness. That's what I'm a fan of. I'm a fan of a guy willing to fight everybody. I'm a fan of a guy willing to be great, do special and great things. So if I'm a fan of any particular fighter, I'm a fan of greatness. So Canelo Alvarez exemplifies what greatness is. He shows you what greatness looks like. Canelo Alvarez is greatness. He's carrying boxing on his back. While you guys are applauding guys like Jamal, Charlo, and Selecki, while Canelo Alvarez is putting boxing on his back. On his damn back. And look, let me just clear up something. A lot of people say, IBFP, do you box? You know, I don't give out a lot of information about my personal life. I don't tell you too much about me. But I will tell you this. Not only do I box, but I have my own boxing gym in my house. See, unlike all these other garbage guys, you got to go there. I have a gym in my house. See, these guys don't even know nothing about that. This is South Texas. Stand up. That's the problem with a lot of these guys. They don't understand anything about this. Hold on, my brother has a question here. Let's see what he got. He said, your thoughts on Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor fight tomorrow? I think that's a great fight. It's for undisputed. I think it's a 50-50 fight. And, you know, I'm slightly leaning towards Katie Taylor just because, you know, she's been in those dog fights. She's been in those trenches. She's a monster. But Amanda Serrano's a monster too. She could hit her with something and make her not want to get any more. So, I mean, you could see it either way. You could see it anyway. What do you think about Jake Paul saying he will fight anyone on Eddie Hearn's roster? Jake Paul is a joke. Jake Paul is a joke. Jake Paul daddy should have let him dry up on a sock. Jake Paul mama should have swallowed him. Jake Paul is a joke. A literal joke. I would whoop Jake Paul's ass 7 days a week. Easy work. Jake Paul is a joke. That's all I'm saying. My brother said, do you know Southpaw never went to high school? He dropped out in the 8th grade. Look, you know, at the end of the day, Southpaw, he was in no special class. You know, where you draw in the little pictures and color in. All he did all day was color. Tell us your feelings. You know, that's the kind of guy he is. My brother Gil Lopez, salute. And you're absolutely right. We need another heated debate. But how can I debate when nobody wants it? Rashid Cheesecake Johnson won't step up here and debate me. Most of these guys won't step up here and get that smoke. Rashid Cheesecake Johnson fears a salad. These guys don't want to debate the landlord. I mean, these guys don't want it. They just talk a game, but nobody want to debate. Oh, my God. Do you know Southpaw name is Felipe? Felipe, my God. Oh, my God. Greatness has no color. You're absolutely right. Anybody can be great. We've seen greatness comes in all shapes, sizes, colors, and come from all over the world. Anybody can be great. Don't ever miss that. Don't ever miss that. Don't ever miss that. Don't ever miss that. Greatness can be anybody. Don't ever label just one type of people great. Anybody can be great. That's what greatness is. You don't define greatness by what you look like. Come on now. Debate Ego. Ego is going to have to take the invitation. I've been begging to debate Ego for years. Ego's blocked me on Twitter. Ego won't respond to me, block me on his channel. He won't even acknowledge my existence at this point. He will never debate me. He's going to have to get put out of his mama's basement for him to debate me. But I tell you what, I'll make this offer on live. And if you know Ego, if you know Dante, bring this offer back to him. I'll put up $1,000 bet that I would win any debate against Ego or Dante. I'll put up $1,000 cash. Ego, Dante, that I'll kick their ass in a debate. And I'm willing to go on their channel. They can come on mine, but I will destroy them in a debate. I will put up the money. Let's get that smoke. But I'm going to tell you right now, they won't do it. In their whole career, they won't do it. They will not do it. I would do what they mama should have did, and that's abort them. My brother says bringing up Usyk's loss to Porter in the amateurs would be funny in a press conference, but I got Usyk beat most heavyweight, even Fury, if he comes back again. And you know me personally, I don't even know if Fury is retiring. To me, I feel like that's a bluff. It's hard to believe a guy who's always lying about something. It's really difficult. But if he is retiring, it is what it is. But I don't believe it. I think he's waiting to see what happens with Joshua and Usyk and see if he can get a big payday out of that. That's my personal opinion. I don't know. But I just don't believe he's retiring. I just don't see it from him. Malik Moses, much love, my brother. I appreciate the love. This is love. This is love. I appreciate that. Oh, yeah. Money Brown. Salute to Money Brown. Southpaw get beat up in the park every Tuesday. You know how that guy is. You know how that guy is. Ego will steal my phrases, but he won't come on here and debate me. All he know how to do is block people. See, that's what you do when you can't argue with facts. When you can't argue with facts, that's what it is. That's what it is. Ego make a whole video of a fighter body. So, you know, I'm going to tell you this about Ego. Ego will come out with a video and be like, oh, man, look at Errol Spence's muscles. This guy's just glistening. He said, I'm sweating just watching it. Like, this is your king? Ego is your king? This is the guy you support? Sitting up here lusting after another man's body? And that's fine if that's what you're into, but don't nobody want to see that when we come to a boxing video. We want to talk boxing. We want to talk facts. We want to talk fights. This dude's talking about a grown man's body glistening and how moist he's getting. That don't make no damn sense. Come on, Ego. And this is your king. All these guys out here supporting this, come on, man. They got to be better than this. They got to be better than this. Come on, man. I'm literally disgusted with any boxing Ego fan. And Ego, don't worry. You can respond to me directly. You got a free and open invitation on the IBFP any day of the week. Any day of the week, I'm willing to give you that smoke. That's what it is. My brother states, if Valdez pulls off a win against Stevenson, which is possible, it is, do you think that LDBC will give him his credit? Hell no. Ain't no way Oscar Valdez is getting credit if he beats Shakur Stevenson. Ain't no way. They're going to say he was cheating. They're going to say he's juiced up. No matter, even if he passes the VADA test, if he passes every test known to man, they will say he was juiced. That's what they'll say. They say he was juiced to the gills. He had to be juiced to beat him. They will never give this man his credit. They will never do it. That's not who they are. They won't do it. Salute to my brother, Kings of the Commonwealth. I see you. He states, women boxers got more balls than Jamal Charlo. You're absolutely right. Kings of the Commonwealth. Salute to you, my brother, because women boxers will have, they're showing you how to be great. And Jamal Charlo is looking for a payday. He could have fought David Benavidez right away. He could have fought Demetrius Andre right away. The guy is an absolute coward waiting on the Canelo payday. But some dumbass got the nerve to say Canelo ducking him? Make that make sense. Oh, my God. My brother says, hold on. My brother says Boxing Ego wants to rub the grease from his stomach on Errol Spence's abs. These guys right here is on some other stuff, man. These guys, these guys is on some other stuff. Oh my God. Oh, and first of all, Ego make too many videos about other men's body parts. I don't understand it. That's not how I grew up. That's not where I come from. If that's what you into, good for you. Happy for you. Keep that over there. I just want to talk boxing. I don't want to talk about greasing up Errol Spence's abs. That's not what I'm into. I'm into just talking boxing. That's all I care about is boxing. I mean, come on. Salute to my brother Rafael Reyes. Salute, my brother. I appreciate the love. Rafael Reyes, you're a real one, my brother. You're a real one. And nobody talks about all these snack athletes. That's all I'm saying. Oh my God. Hold on. Ego hates Canelo, and then he makes a video about Canelo's glistening body. It make it, but you don't like Canelo, but you like his body? What kind of man are you? What is he talking about? Like, come on. Come on. And yes, Errol Spence could win undisputed. Him and Terrence Crawford, hell of a fight. Hell of a fight. Hell of a fight. Edward Cruz says, thoughts on black fighters wearing Mexican colors. Here's my thoughts on this, if I can just be honest. You know, I don't understand. I just want to say this. I don't understand how it's okay for, you know, black fighters to wear Mexican colors and things like this. And then everything that a Mexican does, if he doesn't fight this guy when somebody wants to fight him or anything, like, they call it racist. Like, I don't understand that. I don't understand that. That's some kind of double standard. And why would you need to wear Mexican colors? Why would you even need to do that? Why couldn't you wear your own colors? Why couldn't you wear something that attributes to your culture that makes you happy? It doesn't make sense. It sounds like these guys are trolling. That's what it really sounds like. That's all it is. That's all it is. And salute to my brother. Boxing knowledge. He states Canelo Alvarez is coming for all the belts at 175. Don't be surprised if Canelo Alvarez goes undisputed at 175. You see that he's on it. My brother, NBA Youngboy says, Nuke, you support Ryan Garcia. I'm going to tell you this about Ryan Garcia. You know, if Ryan Garcia doing what he's supposed to do, I have no problem with Ryan Garcia. But I don't think too highly of Ryan Garcia right now, because Ryan Garcia is on a whole nother path. He's on a whole nother path, saying stupid things, not trying to fight the best. He left Eddie Reynoso just to open up his own gym. Not for any technical aspect in boxing he's trying to learn to be better at. He literally said he left Eddie Reynoso just so he could open up his own gym. Make that make sense. You don't make emotional idiot decisions just because you want to open a gym, dumbass. My brother LaFez says, Ruiz or Ortiz, who you got? Andy Ruiz should win this fight. I mean, Luis Ortiz has already been knocked out multiple times. Luis Ortiz is 80,000 years old. If Andy Ruiz cannot beat Luis Ortiz at this stage, he needs to retire. That's really what this is. That's really what this is. Soccer Training Club, salute family. Salute. El Dueño, salute. Rocking with me since day one. My A1 since day one. That's what we talking about. Did you see Usman and his manager crying for Canelo? Yeah, these guys were begging for a Canelo Alvarez payday. Just sitting up here begging. They want a payday. Andrade wants a payday. Benavidez wants a payday. These guys are not chasing greatness. If these guys were chasing greatness, why have they not unified with other champions in their respective divisions before Canelo Alvarez? Exactly. How come none of these guys have ever been undisputed? Exactly. See, when you're talking about chasing greatness, these guys haven't done anything special. These guys want a payday. Usman wants a payday. And if Usman ever steps foot in the ring with Canelo Alvarez, he's going to send this man straight to hell. He's going to send him straight to hell. That's really what's going to happen. They want that Canelo Alvarez stimulus package. That's what that is. Boxing Ego want another package, but that's something else. But these guys want that Canelo Alvarez stimulus package. We already know what the business is. These guys just looking for a payday. They're not looking to be great. That's all it is. Evander Holyfield, salute my brother. Salute my brother. This guy looked like LeBron James' daddy, but that's just my opinion. Oh my goodness. These guys just want a Canelo payday. That's all it is. Do I ever think Andy Ruiz can make a comeback? He definitely can if he stays focused, stays in the gym, works hard. Anything can happen. Andy Ruiz has all the potential in the world. It's just, is he going to dedicate himself to the sport? That's it. Black fighters wear Mexican colors to pander to the community. They know Mexico has the biggest fan base, just being honest. I can't hate at that at all. Pandering to a community, trying to get as much money as you can is similar to Southpaw or Dante or Ego, or the LDBC. These guys pander to narratives. It makes sense that some guys pander to nationalities, communities, countries, simply so they can get a payday, so they can get some attention. They can scream, look at me, look at me. I understand it. Hold on. This is absolutely right. I've said this a while back. If you think Taco Bell is the best Mexican restaurant, this is not for you. It's simply not. If you think Taco Bell is the best Mexican restaurant, this is not for you. I'm so sorry. Salute to my brother Eddie. I appreciate the love, my brother. That's a real one. That's a real one. Andy Reid. Salute my brother Remy. He's absolutely right. He's back with Eddie Reynoso. So that's a good start for him. He can definitely show us that he's ready. He's ready to do something. Salute to my brother Edward Sanchez for speaking the truth. And the truth will set you free. Thank you, my brother Edward. I appreciate the love. See, the IBFP, I don't fear. A lot of people ask me, why don't you do interviews with boxers? I've had a few offers to do interviews. I had a few offers to do interviews with Crawford, Ugas, a few other guys. And this is the reason why, even Andrade. And the reason why I don't do a lot of interviews is, this is it. It's because, let's say Demetrius Andre comes on my platform and I do an interview with the guy. And I tell him, and we have a good interview. Then next week, he says something stupid and I body bag him. Now the guy wants to disrespect me, doesn't want to acknowledge the interviews. These guys get in their feelings. That's why I don't trust boxing channels who do interviews with fighters, because one, these guys are scared to ask the hard questions, and two, they're scared to offend these guys. You see a guy do an interview with Andrade or this guy, and then they'll never ask him a hard question. They're never body bagging when they do something stupid. They'll always kiss their ass. I'm not kissing nobody's ass. I'm only speaking the facts. And that's what it is. So if these guys don't want to do an interview because I got to speak the truth, then they can get the hell on. Salute to my brother J.E. He said Fury ain't the best, and if he doesn't fight the best, why is Fury running from AJ after writing AJ name for clout? And look, we already know that Tyson Fury has been using Anthony Joshua's name for clout every 10 minutes. He uses his name even after Anthony Joshua lost his most recent fight. He's still using his name, trying to get a little bit of attention for that Dillian White fight. He loves using this man's name. But I tell you what, he needs to fight Usyk. If Usyk wins the rematch, he needs to fight AJ if AJ wins the rematch. Show us that you're great. Don't tell us. My brother Eddie says the Island Boys will destroy the Charlo brothers. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, my God. I would not be surprised. This is absolutely true. Ricardo, too many channels will slurp off a boxer instead of teaching the truth, telling the truth, speaking the truth. I do not want to hear about how this guy is that or that guy is this. Too many guys are doing an interview with the boxer and say, okay, now I'm never going to talk about. I've seen guys do interviews with Andrade. Never will say a bad word about Andrade, no matter what, because they do interviews with him. They don't want to ruin that connection. I don't give a damn about that connection. I'll body bag his ass on live. It don't make no difference to me. That's all I'm saying. These guys are too sensitive. Too sensitive. That's all it is. These guys are too sensitive. And we don't have time for that. We don't have time for that. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I mean, we don't have time for that. And Rashid, where's your fat ass at? Where's your fat ass at, Rashid? Come on, Rashid. That's what I thought. Amato states, what do you think about Blue Blood saying Boots beats Nello? Blue Blood, for a living, Blue Blood drives for the school district in his local area, and he drives a school bus. Now, instead of driving the school bus, he should be riding the little yellow school bus if he thinks that Boots Ennis beats Canelo Alvarez. All he does is pander a narrative and hates on greatness. The man hates on greatness. That's all he is. He's a hater. He's a hater. Cheesecake Johnson went and cried in the car. Oh my God. We need daily live chats. Hey man, I don't think the world can handle it. These fanboys are already in hell. They already in hell. Don't none of them come on here talking trash except for Rashid Johnson's fat ass. Rashid Cheesecake Johnson, come on down. Come on down. Ivan James says, show your face. Everybody pay attention to Ivan Johnson. Show your face. You asking me to show my face, you're not showing yours. How you going to ask me to show my face and you're not showing your face? And the second thing is, Ivan Johnson, you talking about show my face, tell your mama to show her asshole. Tell your mama to show her whole hairy asshole. Then we can talk. That's what I'm saying. I don't got time for these fanboys no more. Everybody getting body bagged. I'm handing out body bags all year. It does not matter. I'm not playing no games with none of these guys. Everybody can get body bagged at this point. Serrano versus Taylor, as big as people saying it is, I think it's a fantastic fight. It's for undisputed. Two excellent fighters. Let's go. Let's go. It is what it is. It is what it is. These guys don't want to speak the truth, and anybody can get body bagged. If my mama came on here, and she said, hey, Canelo's not greatness. She says, hey, she's being biased about something. I will body bag her ass on live. I will body bag my grandma. It don't matter. Anybody can get it. Come on now. Anybody can get it. And I'll tell you what, I'm sorry that I left you guys for so long because we need that heat. We need that smoke. We need that truth. Too many of these fanboy channels out here running wild with these dumbass narratives. Come on now. Blue is the same guy who said that any of Chocolatito opponents will lose against Tank Davis. Here's the interesting thing. He's hyping Tank Davis up as an all-time great right now. Based off of what? So Tank Davis is an all-time great for winning the cheeseburger belt? I didn't know having the cheeseburger belt makes you an all-time great fighter. I didn't know that. I'm surprised. This guy got the Burger King belt. Gervonta Cheeseburger Davis. You got the Burger King belt and you sitting up here an all-time great? Are you smoking crack? These guys got to start putting the crack pipe down because this don't make sense. This don't make sense. It really don't. It really don't. All the years this man has ducked Vasil Lomachenko, and you want to call this man an all-time great? Thoughts on Isaac Cruz? I don't think Isaac Cruz has proved anything. He beat a Wash Gamboa. A lot of guys beat a Wash Gamboa. Isaac Cruz going to beat somebody of significance for me to take notice. That's all I'm saying. No disrespect to Isaac Cruz, but the facts are the facts. And that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Because men lie, women lie, but the facts don't lie.